what is the purpose of an employee reprimand or an employee write-up? And the primary purpose is to correct the problem, or perhaps to change a behavior, which could be the same thing. Maybe the problem is the behavior. It could be they continually come in late, or it could be that they say bad words, or it could be any sort of, you name it. People will do it, okay, and you'll see it if you manage long enough. You'll end up seeing all kinds of crazy things, and things that are common. So the main thing to remember about the reprimands and write-ups is there needs to be a paper trail. Okay, not so much for actually the primary purpose, which is to correct the problem and change the behaviors, but the paper trail is critical, because if you have to terminate the employee, that's what you back up. That's what backs you up. Okay, and in that, that whole process has to go along with what you have in your company manual. What are your policies and procedures? You're in front of the labor board. Okay, the judge says, ask you, Mr. Manager, Ms. Manager, what is your company's written policy on terminations? Well, Your Honor, this is our manual, and this is what we do. We give 2 written one verbal warning, and then 3 written warnings before the termination, whatever the process is, right? Okay, and then the judge will move on to the next step. Because if you don't have a written policy, then what are you doing? Guessing? There's all kinds of ways that the employee can say, well, I didn't know, they didn't tell me, I didn't get anything written, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so it's critical that it follows the employee manual. Now, the reprimand goes in the personnel file. And for 2 reasons. One is you need to keep a record of it. And the other is that somehow does something in the employee's head. Oh, well, they're writing me up, and it's going in my personnel manual. It's going in my personnel file. It carries a bigger consequence.